Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another Tuesday night live. I put it in the chat, but everybody should know that Becker was here about 2 minutes ago. But then when Marcus said, I can't believe you guys aren't at the Amazon Prime Superman screening, he was like, oh, crap, I have tickets for the Amazon Prime Superman screening. And he lives in the middle of the country, so he still has an hour. So he's like, bye. So, yeah, there you go. So we lost Becker. That's okay, though.
If it was given to me free, I probably wouldn't watch it.
Like I said, I'll see it after this weekend. I'm not. It's if I had a ticket, I'd go. I could take it either way. I'm not.
Of all superheroes, I loathe Superman the most.
I like Supes. I have nothing against Supes. I don't have faith that Gunn is going to save the DCEU. But that's all right. That's a conversation for another time. How is everybody doing out there? So good to see you guys. Like they're loving the facial hair, Ken. They like.
I'm going to shave it off somewhere. No, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing with it. My wife hates it, so
we'll see. We'll see how long it lasts.
It was this, as soon as Morrison called me Santa Claus. As soon as the little kid sits on my lap when I'm sitting down somewhere, it's over.
Oh my god. But anyways, guys, sorry we missed the last couple weeks.
Always wanted a fucking crowd.
Yeah. We had some stuff going on. We did do an impromptu show last Monday.
I don't think your mic is working, by the way. It sounds. I don't think your mic is working. It sounds very echoey.
Echo.
Yeah, that's.
Hold on. I know what happened. Someone used my.
Is this thing on? Is this thing on?
Somebody used my computer, my brother, to print some shit and unplug my microphone. 2 seconds. Sorry. All right. Am I back?
Much better.
Better. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. I just noticed there was a flash drive in here. Something about destroying the world. I don't know. We'll get to that later. Anyways, how's everybody doing? We're doing good. Yes, as everybody knows, we did do an impromptu show last Monday. Because of the untimely passing of Mr. Jim Shooter. And Tuesday came around and it was just we just weren't ready yet. It was it was still kind of fresh. That night we were just trying to express our feelings, and then it just sort of hit when all the stuff came out and we started talking to some people and so we just wanted to give it a little space and let it breathe. So sorry guys.
Yeah, after the show I probably fielded 15 phone calls. I was on the phone until 1 a.m, and then the next day another 10. It was a lot. That's why I was like, I'm not doing a show. Spent the whole day talking about Jim
but we love Jim. We'll miss him, and he was big part of our show, part of our 4C extended family, and just very sad, but he's not in pain anymore, and he's gone to write some stories for the big guy, so we'll see what he can come up with for up there. But
man, him and Jack and
exactly. Stan, they're writing up a storm up there. Where's Becker? Marcus, where Becker is. Send him to go see Superman. Anyway, we want to do a little recap tonight, guys. We had a lot of stuff going on. We don't have any guests this evening, but we do have art, and we're going to be offering that up. And guess it's your favorite, Marcus. Guess what we're doing? Wheel of Deals. It's coming, baby. It's been a while. We're going to do a little Wheel of Deals, guys. And we will, yes. How would you know? Well, now you know. $25 shipping, 4% processing. Thank you. We'll do that in a minute. We did want to do a quick little recap of Heroes Con for those of you who want to hear about all our wonderful times there. I said it was jokingly, and it was like Ken had his con, I had my con, because we had a gigantic 14-table section for the 4C Faithful, and I was at one end and Ken was at the other end, so I had my hands full with Kerry Gamble and Mike DiCarlo and Ryan Benjamin, and on the other side,
handful of those cats, I'll tell you what.
And then on your end of the world, Ken had Bill Morrison and Scott Shaw, and he had Ron Wilson, and then we had Aranga in the middle, and we had Takumi was there, and Omar. Oh my gosh, Omar. He had a piece that went in the auction. It sold for a good amount of money. We're very proud of Omar. I got to meet John Romita Jr., who made us all cry with how he met him, and it was a lot of fun. But the show itself was a success. We had a really good time. Oh, nice. DeCarlo's doing a local show. Nice. You get to meet him in person. That's great. Yeah. We did great. Mike DeCarlo said that if he did 5 shows like exactly like this every year, like including Heroes, he'd only have to do 5 shows a year. So it was a great show for him. Carrie once again killed it. Did a ton of commissions at the show. Even finished up with a wait list that I correctly stopped him before I started taking. I had a 5 or 6 person wait list. I had to stop taking money because I wasn't sure if we were going to get to it, and we did not. So I'm glad I didn't have to return money to anybody, and everybody who gave me money, I was able to get them their pieces. Mike was drawing the whole weekend and signing autographs. It was a good show because Jim Starlin was also there. A ton of the Death in the Family books came by our table for him to sign. Ryan was down at the other end. He had a really good show. Him and Takumi were getting settled and doing stuff. And we tried to help out Takumi a little bit by doing on 4C and offering up some pieces, which we did and we got. So thank you guys for getting any of those that you got. Mm-hmm. And then like I said, the other end of the table, I'm gonna leave that to Ken because I honestly, like I said, after I came over to say hi a couple times, but I really don't know what was going on the other side of the table.
Well, the other side of the table, let's see, Scott was there. A lot of Sonic stuff was going out the door. Bill, of course, always a good draw. He did a painting that he had started in Philadelphia, actually, and we wanted to finish it in Heroes. And he was going to do another painting, but he was just so busy signing autographs and things like that. So he just never got around to it. But I think I showed this last week. I'm not sure.
And I know that he did either a Whatnot or a Facebook Live on Thursday night.
Yeah, so this is the painting that Jeff, I didn't even turn it on. What's going on?
Oh yeah, look at, hey guys, check this out in the background. Look at this.
This is my Father's Day present from my daughter, Cheyenne. If I can find the switch for it.
Dun, 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 dun. Look at that. His daughter gave him a 4C neon sign. So yeah, this is the piece that Bill did at Heroes. Mr. Plow, baby. And this one's a little bigger than 16 by 20. I think it's probably more like 18 by 24, something like that. But yeah, Mr. Plow, that's the name. Yeah, he was going to do another one, but yeah, he just got too busy. Yeah. Yeah, so what happened, Jeff? What happened? There you go. We did this, and now I'm in the wrong spot. What's going on? There. See, you got to move. You got to move that way. I think what happens is StreamYard, the OBS uses a different kind of thing, so I actually do need to move it. Then a Facebook Messenger. Okay. Yeah, it's like a different aspect ratio or something. So I'll move it. Okay, I'm glad I didn't start working on the wall. There you go. So we got that. So Bill was going, and Scott was doing stuff. Ron Wilson was doing Ron Wilson things. He was drawing lots of things, and he had a great show too. So it was just a good time all around. We went to the auction. Bill's piece, he did a small painted piece. He did a small painting. It was probably this big, and it went for $550. Yeah, $550. Omar's piece went for $450. He did a very lifelike pencil. Luke Skywalker sketch from like A New Hope sort of thing. It was beautiful. He did do a drawing of John Romita Sr. In his younger days when he was in like his late 20s, early 30s, and he had it on a sketch cover and he gave it to JR as a present, being that it was just Father's Day weekend and wanted to give it to him. And there was a lot of emotions going around on that one. There was, they'd never met before in their life, and here they are doing this and meeting and hugging, and we're tearing up and they're tearing up. It was just, it's a very nice gift that he gave him, and a very nice reaction from John. And we barely made it. John was getting ready to leave. We got there with like a minute to spare to share this thing. So it was really good that we made it all the way over there, because they're on the other side of the universe. If anybody's done Heroes Con, it's an L, and we are at the top of the L, and they are at the bottom of the other part of the L. So it took a minute to get there. But it was overall it was a really good show. Can't complain about really anything. Well, I could, but you can always complain about something. But who'd listen?
I don't want to kick that anthill.
No. We're gonna leave that lie. But yeah, guys. So it was a lot of fun, and we've got a couple more shows coming up. Ken's gonna be in San Diego in a couple weeks. That'll be a fun time. He's gonna have a lot of exclusives for that and stuff for Bill. We're gonna be offering up, and that should be a really fun time. And we said we might have a special guest at Bill's table, which you guys are definitely gonna want to go see Bill. For Bill himself.
I mean, I'll say it. We're supposed to have. Listen, Bacon. Just because you didn't get to your piece. as soon as they said this is for Bacon, it was like bottom of the pile, buddy. He'll do it. Stop.
Yeah. Oh, we're not even gonna talk about the phone thing. Oh my God, I almost forgot about the phone thing. Jesus.
Yeah. That was fun. That was from my new iPhone.
Big, brand new one. Yeah. Ken decided he was
I don't
gonna
know how to use it still. It's I can't get emails on it. It's a fucking piece of shit. Anyway. Yeah. So that was probably the worst thing that could happen to me is my phone getting destroyed at a show like Heroes. But luckily I was with Jeff and Mark Rock and Renee, and everybody was there to pick up the pieces, and it really wasn't that big of a deal, to be honest.
It wasn't. It was mainly just like
it was more inconvenient for me than anything else. It wasn't really. It didn't affect the table network or whatever was going on or nothing like that. So,
yeah,
it was good. I mean, if that had happened to me when I was like going to a show by myself or something, it would have been disaster.
Oh yeah, nightmare.
I wouldn't.
Let's see. Oh yeah, it's nice to meet you guys. Yeah, it was very nice to meet you. You got your Fantastic Four jam that turned out awesome. Bacon, we'll get you your piece. We'll get your jam done. We got you.
I don't recall cashing a Bacon check. Listen. First show we ever did with John Romita Jr. We had walkie-talkies.
We did. We had him with Jim
Shooter.
Yeah,
every show we had with John Romita Jr., honestly.
Yeah, we had him with Jim Shooter at a MegaCon one year. We had him. The problem is that it's so hard to hear, even if you get the connection in those places because they're so loud and busy. You would have to have they'd have to be really, really nice walkie-talkies, like ones that would be like, why didn't we just call each other on the phone kind of walkie-talkies? And it just doesn't work. We've tried it. We had the earpieces. We had the direct connect kind of thing going on. It just didn't work.
Yeah, the earpieces. If the earpieces had worked, everything would have been fine. But the earpieces didn't work.
Well, but at San Diego, we're gonna be joined at the table by Mr. Mark Texera is going to be joining Bill and hanging out a little bit. Once again, this is just for you guys. This isn't going to be announced anywhere. He's not on the guest list. So you guys know first that if you want to come by, he's probably going to do a little bit of sketching. He's going to have a little bit of art. He's going to hang out. It's unofficial. He's just sort of hanging at the table.
Yep. So I talked to Mark. We got some plans of some cool things we want to do. So be ready, 4C faithful.
You're going to be out there, but
some cool stuff from Mr. Texera.
Yeah. So Ken will be in San Diego. I will not. Just Ken and Bill. But we do have a couple weeks after that. We got lots of shows coming up, guys. August is packed with shows. So packed, Ken doesn't even want to think about it. It's so packed. What's going on?
Basically, I'm leaving home after San Diego. I'll be home for about a week, and then I won't be home until Labor Day. So,
yeah.
Hey, Ken, where's my stuff?
Ken will be at Fan Expo Canada. Ken will be at Chicago.
I'll be at Boston.
Then
I'll be in Chicago. Then I'll be in Toronto.
Yeah. And then when he's in Boston, I'll be in Terrificon in Connecticut. So we in 3 weeks we have 4 shows. I don't know how that works, but it does.
Oh wait, I have the schedule next year for the Fan Expo shows, and it's a doozy.
Yeah,
it's a doozy.
It's going to be a lot of fun. Let me just tell you,
it's right under Bacon's.
Oh my gosh.
Actually, my wife and I shipped out a ton of stuff. We do have a bunch more we're ready to ship. We're going to tear that. Tomorrow her and I are going to knock through that stuff. So hopefully by Thursday or Friday, we're going to have a whole bunch of other stuff that's going to be shipped out.
And I did some facilitation at Heroes. I shipped all that stuff out today.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to do it yesterday. I was a little sick yesterday, so I couldn't do stuff, but I got it all out. So everybody's stuff who I facilitated for, it's all out in the mail. Um,
Yes, exactly. There you go. Yep, it's on
Bacon.
top.
It's on top of Vignola.
Bacon always goes on top. Never put bacon on top.
Oh yeah, don't put bacon underneath. Bacon's always on top. You got it. Yeah,
Always.
absolutely. All right, guys. Well, that's a little bit of a recap on Heroes Con. It's a little bit to let you guys know what's coming up. Like I said, I'll be at Terrificon with Kerry Gamble. I know that at Boston, it's going to be Bill. It's going to be Mike DiCarlo. It's going to be who else? Is that all you have for that show? Is just those two guys at Boston?
Jesus Marino.
Oh, and Pasquale. Yeah, that's right.
The new artist on tour.
That's right. Pasquale Ferry is the new artist on tour. Unfortunately, his book comes out right after his appearances at the shows that we bring him to this year.
Yeah, the week after he goes home, the book comes out.
Of course, that's how it works. It's like when we brought Daniel Picciotto in New York, and his Alien book was supposed to come out the week of New York, and then of course got pushed so that we couldn't have him at the show. But that's all right. Stuff happens.
Always brilliant. And we have.
By the way, shout out to Daniel Picciotto for doing Predator Kills the Marvel Universe. Check that out if you haven't. It looks really, really cool.
Yeah. And then hopefully at San Diego, we're also going to be doing some sort of exclusive with Bill. We're still in the developmental stages. I know you're saying it's like 2 weeks away. Yeah, we still have time.
We got to.
But yeah, I bought a bunch of product and stuff. I got some books of The Art of Futurama. I got some Krusty dolls and the Mophones. I think that's so funny. But yeah. So San Diego should be a good time, I hope.
Yes. Wish I could be there. Tried to figure out a way. Didn't work.
But listen, guys, I got some art. I got art that's either it's commissions that weren't paid for, canceled, whatever, stuff that I got stuck with. Some of the stuff is actually stuff I bought too, and just stuff that's been lying around for a long time. I don't know if I want to do wheelie deals on everything, Jeff. You know what I mean?
Well, just do you want to? Let's see. Well, let's see. How about you show off?
There are certain things. I was like, I don't need to discount this. I'd rather sit on it.
Well, all right, let's pull up something. Let's pull up like two things just to offer up. All right, guys. So get your fingers ready. Pre-type the word claim. All right, just in case something he shows you. We'll say. I want you to say the price, Ken, before you hold the picture up, so they know everything they're getting when it pops up on screen. Okay.
All right. Let me see. Let me find something. All
find
right.
Something
We're
good.
just talking about them. So here's a canceled commission. That somebody asked for, and then a week and a half before I picked it up, they canceled it.
Okay. Price first.
Yeah. Listen, that's on you. So this piece would be $150.
There you go.
And
you want to go full screen first? Go full screen. Get me out of here. I want to do this the best way possible.
They changed everything around here. Hold on. There you go.
There you go. All right. Mark Teixeira Wolverine, 11x17, $150. Bam. There you go. So first person to type claim, that is yours. If you don't want, we'll move it along. We'll give it a couple seconds before we do the next one. Yep, Jason Vignola has claimed. Done. That one is gone.
Jason Vignola, thank you very much. I will. Yeah. Hold on.
So that's one.
Hold on.
Let's see.
I'll
write it down. I'll write it down.
Yeah, that never works for me.
Okay. Well, you write it down. Or you just put the claim up on screen too. That always helps too. Just throw his message up there, and that way, if you have to go back and watch it for some reason, it'll pop up, and we'll see that. There you go. Claim. Right.
You act like I'm going to go back and watch this nonsense. I don't want.
Well, listen, if you lose it, it's a good way to see it later because the comments are gone. Once the show's over, comments are gone.
Yeah. The comments.
So there we go.
So let's see. How about let's see. I did get a bunch of art from Takumi. Now this Takumi art, I'm going to say I will offer up for Wheel of Deals.
Okay.
So whatever price I say, if somebody wants to claim it, we can do a Wheel of Deals for it if they so like.
And then that way, and for those of you who don't know Wheel of Deals or have forgotten, basically that means that you are agreeing to pay at least the price of what he is saying right now for the piece. Right. But I mean, if you unless you get
You
like
get
a
up to
really
half off.
unless you get a really raw deal, you're going to get at least 20% off most likely, and you could get up to 50% off of whatever he says.
Exactly. We know how to do
And
this.
we spin a wheel. It's a lot of fun. It's a game. People, make suggestions. We give you you get chance to make offers. We make offers. It's a fun little time.
Yeah. You'll see how it goes. So all these pieces are on a Shikishi board, which is that cool.
Oh yeah, that cool paper.
Some of the characters I don't know who it is, but they just look cool. Like this one, for instance. So this one I will put up for $60.
$60 to start off with. Very cool.
Now, you guys know Takumi. His style with the ink is it's really amazing to watch. And I got to hang out with Takumi on Sunday night. We went to the barbecue at Shelton's store, and he was even with the language barrier, it was still a fun time hanging out with him.
All right, so that one said $60.
Yep, $60.
That's the starting off point for that one. All right, next.
This I don't know. I think it's Conan fighting some sort of monster.
Oh, look at that. That's
really cool.
Wow.
I mean, listen, this art isn't for everybody, but it's pretty wild.
Wow. What's the price again on this one is?
This one I'll do for 62.
60 also. There you go.
I don't know who it is. How can I charge more than 60?
Yeah.
But this one I do know who it is. So this one is going to be and there's a lot of ink on it too. So this one we're going to start at 80.
Doom. Oh, you're gonna right up Vignola's alley too.
Dude, there's a couple Vigs.
Dr. Doom.
There's a couple.
Look at that.
Yeah.
So cool. We'll call that Doom number 1.
Doom number 1. And then we have how about the Iron Giant? Look at that.
Oh, that's so cool. That's awesome.
I love his style so much. I just really do. It's really cool. This one, 80 also. 80 also. This one we'll do for 60. I don't know who this character is. Some nonsense.
$60, guys. You get a Batman from Takumi. That's awesome. Lucas is going to claim the Doom 1 to play Wheel of Deals. The Doom 1.
Oh, Doom 1. Are we playing?
We're playing Wheel of Deals.
Wheel of Deals. I don't know if I have the right.
Jason, what are you doing, man? What are you doing? We gave you so much time. Lucas beat you to it, buddy.
There's more.
Yeah, but there's more Doom, so you just wait.
There's more. All right, here we go. Ready?
All right, take Vignola's claim off the screen and put up Lucas's, just so we have a friend.
Hacker's usually doing this, but
I know. He's
stupid.
Going to Superman. All right. For those of you who don't know how this works, we do 3 rounds of spinning the wheel. With each round, we eliminate 3 in the first round, 2 in the second round, 1 in the third round, and there's a chance to do some offers in the meantime.
Yeah, and in between rounds, I'll make you an offer, and you can either accept the offer or we can spin again.
Yep.
But if we spin again, you take the risk of whatever the wheel.
It does to you. Sometimes the wheel is forgiving, and sometimes it is not. So we're going to start off. We're going to eliminate 3 of these. You have a choice. It goes all the way around from 3% off, 5% off, no discount. You got 40, 20, 10, 50% off. Just a whole bunch of options. We're going to spin 3 times. We're going to eliminate 3 of these, and let's go.
Hold on one second. I gotta get.
We got to read. Sorry, we haven't done this in a while, and they changed the way all this works. So we're still.
Oh, that's been a while. So I just wanted to. Where's the shuffle button? I forgot the shuffle button.
Oh, you want to shuffle it up first? Yeah, give it a little
shuffle
shuffle
up a couple times just for shits and gigs, and then we're going to
spin. All right, first one to go away is 10% is gone. That's all right. It's good. That's good for it's right in the middle, lower middle of the road. So that's good for Lucas. We're going to eliminate another one. Let's do it.
Shuffle up a little bit, and then we're going to come on.
Yeah. Well, that's a big one. That's good. That helps us. All right, and then one more. Oh, all right. Oh, that's good for you. All right.
20%.
So we get this. So the middle ones are out of there, and one of the high ones. So you still got 50, 30, 3, 5, and no discount. Ken, what is your offer to Lucas?
Let's see. So we got 3, 5, 50, 30. So we got 2 big ones, 2 little ones, and then the no discount. So actually the odds are in my favor.
Yeah, listen, the odds are ever in your favor.
I'm going to go with 15%.
15% off. Lucas, would you like to take that offer or would you like to keep spinning? It's up to you. We eliminate 2 next round.
Which means this piece would be, what did I say? It was 80. So that would make it, was that?
Something.
Yeah. $12. $68.
Something. All right, Lucas, spin or settle for the deal of 15% off. There's no time to think. Action. So we wait cautiously, waiting for Lucas's response.
And we need one of those,
Right, timers, yeah.
or we can just go.
Well, we're waiting.
He says settle. So I'm assuming that means he wants the deal.
All right. Nice pickup, my friend.
That's a good one, yeah. He doesn't want to risk it. He doesn't think that he has the odds are in his favor. So
Odds are not in his
he's taking it for the cool 15% off. Excellent. Great job. That's all right. Don't boo. Don't boo. We have more
Hey,
stuff.
listen, if you want to play.
There's much more. Let's go back and look at. We'll add the pieces back onto the wheel. I was gonna. Oh, never mind. You can do it afterwards.
Yeah, it's going to take me a second because I think I removed them the wrong way.
All right. Let's show off some more art and then see if
All
anybody
right.
else.
All right. So next piece. So we did the Iron Giant by Takumi. We did the Batman by Takumi. I'm going to run through all the Takumi art. So let's see. How about
No, Raleigh. No wheel of deals on Bill's big painting.
how about this monstrosity?
Wow.
$50.
That is awesome. How much?
$50.
$50 starting off. That's so cool. Takumi, killing it.
$50.
I don't even know what to call that. Just the monster.
But this is really the monster. How about some Godzilla?
Oh, what's the price on that one, Ken? Quick.
This one's 80. This one's
$80, guys. $80 for that awesome Godzilla. Wow.
Yeah.
All these are going to be wheel of deal pieces, guys. So if you want to play, remember, that's just the starting off point. You obviously can see you're going to get like a percentage off. All right, Vignola, you're on your cell phone. Type quickly, buddy.
Hold on, Big Ball. Right? Ready? Hold on.
Oh, okay. Headshot, bust. What's the price, Ken?
Bust. The headshot is going to be 60. The bust 80.
Okay. There you go. And these are wheel of deal pieces, guys. So if anybody wants to claim the head or the bust, Jason claims the bust. All right.
All right.
Oh, Who-Dat missed the bust, but Who-Dat, the headshot's still there.
The headshot is still there. So, all right, let's play some wheel of deals, right?
Let's play some wheel of deals. All right, we're going to add the pieces back on.
Oh, we're gonna try. Give me 1 second.
Well, yeah, it takes a second.
Talk amongst yourselves. Oh, let's see. Where are they? I have to add them back in. Son of a bitch. All right, one. I think I deleted the other ones though, so I might have to add them. So which ones went off the board? The one it was
We have 40% and a 30%. No, it's 50, 30, 40. We need a 40%.
All right, hold on a second. Add entry. We're gonna do 40% off, and the other one was it 10%? Right? 10%
Yep.
missing.
10%.
10%. All right, so we're gonna add 10% off. All right, there you go. All right, so Pot's right. What's this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Something's. Hold on, let me remove that one. What is it? What is going on with this thing?
No discount, 3, 5. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Yeah, shouldn't have. There you go. Perfect.
Perfect. All right.
All right.
So 3 spins to see what
Where's
comes.
free shipping? Free shipping, something that you get somewhere else. 10% is the first one off the board for Vignola. All right.
All right. Second one off the board. Oh.
3% off. Oh, Ken's breathing a sigh of relief there. Or I mean,
No.
not.
Ken sounds like shit.
Exactly. A damn it.
You get it. Oh, but
there you go. That's one.
roar back. Roar.
All right. Well, it's still pretty good. He's still got the big ones.
We got 40, 20, 35, and those. Phew, that's a favorable board for me, to be quite honest.
It's not. Listen, I think it's a little worse than the last one. I'm not going to lie to you.
Yeah. Hold on a second. What did 3% came off, right? Yeah. Let's go with 10%.
Wow, you're just going the opposite direction. I love it. You're forcing him to play. All right, Viggs. Spin it or take the deal.
I like Vignola.
Now, if you liked him, you give him 20%, but you didn't like it. So as we wait. Spin it. All right, we're going on to round 2.
Hold on. I forgot what that shit is. There it is.
All right, we're going to eliminate 2 more.
2 more things are coming off the board.
Oh, no discount is gone. You are getting a discount. No matter what, you're getting a discount.
You are getting a discount. All right, we're shuffling this mess. I don't like it anymore.
All right, here we go.
I only got one big one left, and it's coming off the board. No.
Well, nice. It's good for us, but if you add all this together and average it out, I'm just saying, what is your offer, Ken? You've got a 20, 30, and 5.
I will go.
I think the offer's got to go up from the last one. I'm not saying all the way up, but I think it's got to go up from the last one.
I will go 15%.
15%. All right. That's 17.5, I think would be the exact math on it. So, but 15, there you go. So he's a little below the math, but it's still a good deal. You could get 30, you could get 20. It's up to you, buddy. Spin or take the deal. He says spin it. All right, guys, we're going into the last round. Here we go.
The last round, technically.
Well, not technically, but we're only going to eliminate 1. Here it goes. Oh, 30 is off the board. All right. Now we're going to go immediately to round 4, and I'll tell you why. Go to round 4, Ken. All right, rules flipping round 4. Jason, it is your chance to make an offer to Ken. You make him an offer. He can either take your offer, or if he does not take your offer, it's an automatically you're going to spin.
And whatever the wheel lands on is the discount.
Exactly. And then whatever it lands on is not the one that's eliminated. It's actually your discount. We reverse everything in this round.
So you can take 10%, or you can.
Well, he can say whatever percentage he wants. It's up to you whether you take it or not.
It doesn't have to be a percentage. You could throw a dollar amount at me.
Yeah, he could. You could throw you. It's your offer, buddy.
I'll give you X amount for it.
Yeah, he could say a back rub. He could, he could say, an Uber ride. I don't know. What people are.
Yeah, he's in New York though. It's expensive.
So, what is your offer, Jason? What is the thing on your cell phones they used to do when they used to text? What was that called? T9 or something? What was that?
15%, which was my initial offer.
I think 10% was your initial offer.
Oh, my second offer was 15%.
It was. So what do you think, Ken? Are you willing to risk it? Or are you going to give it to him? What are you going to do?
Oh, we're spinning that. I don't want that.
Oh, he's spinning. Sorry, he rejects
Oh,
your
I
offer.
lose 5%.
All right,
If
here
I
we
do.
go.
All right, so Jason, whatever the wheel lands on, buddy, is your discount. We'll shuffle it a few times just to make things fun, and here you go.
He
And
gets his 20%.
there
Congratulations, Jason.
you go.
You beat the house. It's a better deal than you got in any one round.
Good.
And Marcus is playing the part of Becker plus 4% processing, $25 shipping. Thank you so much. You got an awesome piece. Throw it up on screen one more time, Ken, so we can see it. The bust you just got. Look at that. Gorgeous. Let's make sure we don't mix those two dooms up.
Okay, last Takumi piece.
Full screen, buddy.
For Wheel of Deals. But we still do have
We have lots of other art. Lots of other art.
We have the other pieces too that if Takumi is 21. But the last new one that I'm going to show. This one is 80.
Oh, cap. 80 for the cap. If anybody wants to play for the cap, Takumi's Captain America.
Takumi's Captain America.
Da-da-da-da-da. All right. So that's all the Takumi pieces. Oh, claim. Casey wants the cap. Casey wants to play the game. Casey, guess what? You get to play the Wheel of Deals. Correction. Yes. Who dat? Sorry. We did get reordered in the chat. It came up, Casey's came up, but yours was already there. They came up simultaneously and they were ordered correctly. So Casey, I apologize. But who dat's came in just above yours. I do see you, sir. It's because of the speed of the internet and how the things go. It came in. It ordered it correctly. I misread. I apologize, Casey. Who dat? This is your game to play.
Casey has a lot more stuff coming up.
We got lots more stuff.
Don't fret.
Lots more stuff. So who dat? Let's play. Ken's got to put him back on. Yeah, sorry, Casey. It's such a simultaneous thing.
Yeah.
But it does order it correctly in our chat.
All right, let's do this.
All right, first discount for who dat? Oh, the big one's off the board.
The board right off the bat.
All
Sorry.
right.
Sorry, who dat? Sorry, who dat?
All right. Let's do another one.
I've done the Wheel of Deals. It forgets that it hates me. And I spoke too soon.
And no discount. So both ends of the spectrum.
Both ends of the spectrum are off the board. And let's see, one more shuffle. And
that's a good one for who dat. All right. All right. So what is your offer, Ken?
we got 40, 30, 20, 5, and 3.
Very similar to that first one that you offered 15% on.
15%.
15?
Right back to the 15%.
15%, guys. 15% is the offer. You could get 30 or 40 or 20 if you stay in. What is your decision, who dat?
Can be done. 15% would make that piece 68, 60, something.
Math. Where are you, Marcus? Do the math for us. He doesn't matter anyways. He says spin it. We're going to go on to round two. Round two. All right. Let's spin and eliminate two more. Two more coming off the board. It's a winner for him either way. 5% off. One more spin. Let's see.
Come on, baby.
Yeah, listen, I think I see this offer going up a little bit. That's okay. It was the best scenario for Ken, but there is still 30, 20, and 3. So Let's see.
30,
So what?
20, and 3. You know what? I'm going to go with 20.
20. Wow, you're going to give him the mean. All right, right in the middle.
Give me the mean.
20% off.
20% off, sir.
Who dat? 20% off. Take the deal, or are you a gambling man and going to go for the 30%? The only way to get that is play all the way to the end. It's the only way you'll get a better deal.
He's not wrong, and it could end. It could end in the next round if he gets taken off.
Yeah. But you still could get the better. You know, it's up to you. You're still probably going to get the better deal, even if you keep playing.
20%. It's on the board, buddy.
Deal 20% off. You got it.
20%.
Excellent. Way to go, Who Dat. It's a beautiful cap. Nice piece.
Beautiful.
All right. Now we got some more pieces we're going to offer up. I don't know if we're going to do Wheel of Deals for all of them, or if we're just going to try to sell them first. Go ahead and pick through, Ken. See if you can find something fun.
So let me. So this art here is. Hold on. Let me do. How about these? These are. I picked up some pieces in Edmonton from Mr. Nick Bradshaw, and 2 of the pieces did not sell, surprisingly. So these are cover prelims.
Are we wheeling and dealing, or are we straight up selling? What are we doing?
On these, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to wheel and deal these.
Wheel and deal them? Package together, separate? What do you want to do?
Well, let's see. The first one is a prelim.
Yep, to a homage to the first Black Panther cover. Very nice.
And the second one.
Nice Deadpool and Wolverine.
And I will package these together for the combined price.
Starting price
of $100.
$100. 2 Nick Bradshaw prelims. Hey, is the corner box drawn in the corner with that Fantastic Four, or is that
it's drawn?
Everything's drawn. That's nice.
Yeah, it's drawn. Yeah. Sorry. Hold on. Yeah.
Drawn. Nice. Very cool. So if anybody wants those, 2 Nick Bradshaw cover prelims, $100 for the pair to start. And all you got to do is play Wheel of Deals to get them. All right. What else you got there, Ken?
What else do I got? Let's look at Mike Kazala. He drew a lot of Simpsons comics. He did a bunch of the Futurama comics.
Mm-hmm.
He's an animator. He's and he was at our sketch show that we had, SketchCon 4, and while he was sitting there, he was doing. These are all $50 a piece. There's no Wheeler Deals, guys. $50. These are all on drawing paper. We got Bugs Bunny.
And what's up, Doc?
We've got the
Mighty Mouse.
Mightiest of Mice. We have Mr. Fry.
Philip J.
I was trying to think of his name. I couldn't. We have Bender Rodriguez. I know his last name.
Did Mike sign any of these, Ken? Did he forget?
He forgot. This was a Tom and Jerry piece. If I needed to get them signed, I could probably get them signed. Here's a Tom and Jerry that he did. And then we have a Pink Panther.
Da-dun, 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 da-dun.
And finally, the one thing that he did draw was he was the first artist in the Ren and Stimpy comic. So here is Ren and Stimpy, drawn by the
you idiot.
From the artist who did that. So those are all $50, guys. If anybody wants any of those.
All right.
Here is here's something. Jeff was like, what? But yeah, the guy who ordered this didn't pay for it or didn't want it.
So price is
the normal price.
$100.
Correct the mundo.
$100, guys. A Kerry Gamble Doctor Strange. That is awesome. That is a deal. That's almost a bust. And he's got the fingers in there. And that is gone. Lucas has claimed the Strange. Congratulations, Lucas. Great pickup, buddy. That is an awesome piece. I don't know what that guy was thinking, making and not waiting for it. That was actually one of the ones that was done. It was a pre-show for MegaCon, and it was actually done before MegaCon. It was one of the handful of pieces that were actually pre-done before he even arrived in Florida. So I don't know how that person didn't want that, but their loss is your, their loss is your gain, Lucas.
How about this? How about a wheel of deals for some Bill Morrison art?
I listen. You know who was calling for wheel of deals for a Bill Morrison painting was Marcus Way. How about a color comic book guy?
Now, for those of you who have been to shows recently,
Ever.
we don't do color anymore at the shows. Very rarely do we do color shows anymore.
What's the price on that one, Ken?
The price on this one is $200.
200 wheel of deals. $200 wheel of deals. That's the starting price.
I will wheel of deals this because I've had this for a while. I'm tired of looking at it sitting in my drawer. So yeah, $200. $200 wheel of deals. It's a 9x12 color comic book guy. You can get it signed by Hank Azaria at Rhode Island Comic Con.
There you go.
If you like.
What else you got?
Here's another. This is also same price, $200.
Oh,
the Rocketeer, Mr. Bill Morrison.
3/4 figure Rocketeer by Bill Morrison. That's awesome. This is the same character he drew for the 2022 San Diego Comic-Con program. Yeah.
Yep. Here is a piece by Pat Broderick. This one is $250.
$250 straight up.
Straight up, no wheel of deals.
You're a Captain America fan. Look at that. Cap going to war.
And Pat is just amazing. The amount of detail and stuff he puts in things.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Pat Broderick, everybody. Pat Broderick, everybody. This is Nick Collins. $100.
Nick Collins, very nice Batman. See a little Zek in there. I see a little David Williams. I see a little everything. It's just
$100. I'll play wheel of deals for this one if anybody.
Wheel of $100. Wheel of deals, guys. $100 on the Batman.
And then let's see. How about a Ron Wilson cover recreation of a Werewolf by Night cover? $250. I will play wheel of deals for this.
$250. Look at that. Cover recreation by Ron Wilson.
Of a cover he did.
Yeah. Damn. Looking in the back seat and seeing that would scare the hell out of you. Yeah, it's black on top because that's where the trade dress came down.
Correct.
So.
Correct. Let's see. I don't know where else I want to go with this stuff. Let's do some. I have a bunch of Jesus Marino head sketches, all of which I will play wheel of deals for. Okay,
Sure.
So I'm just gonna show them.
And you're just doing
rapid fire, and then if anybody wants, you can claim it. These are all $100, and we'll play wheel of deals. Okay,
$100.
So they're A4, so a little less than 9x12. So we have the Dark Side,
Dark Seed, Dark Side.
we have the Rider of Ghosts,
Ghost Rider.
we have the Mohawk of Storms,
Nice.
we have the Panther of Black,
That's an awesome Black Panther right there. Killer.
we have
Black Cat. Black Cat.
Thank you. I was stuck in my brain. Oh, this
She
one.
doesn't have her mask on, so it's hard to tell.
Yeah. And then
The Joker.
the joke. So all of those are $100 a piece. I will play wheel of deals for any of those pieces. No problem. No problem. I also have a. This is $75. This is a Steve Rude Nexus page prelim.
Nice. $75.
$75. No wheeler deals on that one. No wheeler deals. That one's cheap enough as it is. Sal Valuto.
Very nice.
One of the most prolific Black Panther artists. I think he may be the prolific Black Panther artist. This one is $150. I will pay Wheel of Deals for that.
Yep, and he'll play Wheel of Deals. There you go, guys. You can get it for up to 50% off if you're lucky. And you can see we've already done 15 and 20.
Yeah. Hold on. Oh, hold on 1 second. We had an art spillage.
An artefall, if you will. Yeah, that Black Panther is pretty fire.
This one, I will play Wheel of Deals for this. It's $500. This is
$500.
Ron Wilson's pencils and Jesus Marino's inks over it.
11 by 17. Look at that. Ron Wilson. Jesus Moreno.
Just so you can sort of glare.
It is gorgeous. Yeah, Ron did the pencils. Jesus did the inks. It is just amazing. But it's going to be yours, $500 starting off, guys. And you could get it for up to 50% off and probably 20% off if you play your cards right.
There's that. We're getting down to it now, guys. Not too much more left. I can always go through it again if everyone wants to see it again. These are kind of neat. These are interesting. So Mike Cazala, like I said, was the artist on Futurama. So he did a lot of the Bongo pages for Futurama comics. Now, if anybody doesn't know, Bongo Comics, you can't really get anything anymore. They don't sell the art. Bill and I were not selling any more Bongo art, so you will not see any more Bill Morrison Bongo art offered from me or from Bill Morrison for the foreseeable future. So don't ask. You're not seeing it. You're not getting it. Everyone had their chances, and it's over. So no more Bongo art. So and everyone knows Bongo kept the pages. Well, Mike Cazala, what he did was when he did his pencils, he did pencils on 11 by 17 paper. So here I have these. I have 3 of them. So this is a 2-page story, Futurama 2-page story featuring Zap Brannigan. And these stories were put into the foreign edition of the comics. Now, unfortunately, I can't find foreign edition comics online, so I can't match up whatever stories they were in. But these were in the foreign editions of Futurama. And if anybody is out there who still collects comic books or anything, the foreign edition of Bongo comics are actually, some of them are actually more valuable than the American editions. People are going crazy for those. So there's 3 of these. So that's one. That's a 2-page story. Here's another 2-page story featuring Zoidberg. Check those out. And for each of the 2-page stories, it is $200 each.
For each story.
For each story. So basically $100 a page. And you know what? I'll play Wheel of Deals for it.
Nice.
The last one is actually, I think this is a 4-page story. Yeah, this is a 4-page story. But the cool thing about this one is, so you have a nice half splash there with Amy and Leela. And here's another panel with another page with Amy and Leela on it. But this one is pretty cool because you actually have a Futurama Marge Simpson on this one.
The Black Panther Storm, Lucas, was $250, and then he'll play Wheel of Deals for it. And there's another Leela. Yeah, it's great. Nice little 4-page story.
So this one, 400, and I will play Wheel of Deals for it. These are very rare, guys. I really can't emphasize that enough. How rare these things are. I do have certificates of authenticity that claim, that state what they are with Mike Kazala. I think they're downstairs. I can't show you. But yeah, so we have those. If anybody's interested in those. And then I had the last 2 pieces I have are from Pasquale Ferry. They're each $100 a piece. I will play Wheel of Deals for them. We have Thor, and Pasquale is going to be the new artist on Thor in August.
That's right.
And we have a Hulk.
And those are how much again a piece?
They're $100, and
they are not Wheel of Deals, right?
Yes, Wheel of
They
Deals.
are with Wheel of Deals. Oh, nice. And who dat the bongo pieces he just showed you, the pages, those are all just pencil, because what he would do is he would do another pencil and he would mail it away, and then the inker would ink from those pencils. So these are the very nicely done prelim pencils.
They're really tight prelims. So what he said he would do is he would then light box those prelims onto a board, and if he was making changes, he would make changes to the pencils then. But most of the times he didn't make changes. I mean, when I went through the pages and matched them up, very rarely did I find any with any changes. Then he would send those pages to Bongo for inking. So that's really those the pencils and those inks, they're in Bongo to never be seen again.
Yep.
So this is the only way you're going to get any kind of pages like this. And like I said, they're super tight. So technically prelims, but they're prelims,
basically like almost finished pencils. Yeah.
They're prelims to the final pencil, and it's the only available art you're going to get. So and Futurama art's hard to come by to begin with. So if you're a collector of that kind of stuff, that might be the only way you're gonna be able to get it. Yeah, we did. We had some, and we have some Bongo prelim stuff we might sell, but as far as Bongo published
anything that resembles or is part of the process of published, no.
I gave every single published page I had back to Bill.
Who dat wants to see the pages again if you could throw those up one more time. We'll go full screen again. We'll go full screen.
Show the 4-page Leela.
Go full screen again there, Ken. Yeah.
Yep. I'll show the 4-page Leela first. So there you go. All right. And then page 2. And page 3. Which then has the Marge. Actually, Leela wearing a Marge.
Yeah, Leela's got the Marge hat hair. Yeah.
And then the 4th page, the Sluttery Barn. And they're all signed by Mike Kazala, by the way. So that is the $400 4-page story. And then we have 2 $200. The first one is Zoidberg. So Zoidberg here. With the whole crew right there at the bottom. And then this is page 2. And so that's that one. And then finally is the Zap Brannigan 2-pager.
The 4-pager was $400, but he'll play Wheel of Deals for it. So you can get up to 20% off.
50% off.
Yeah, well, 20 is usually is pretty much the standard, but yes, you could get 50% off. You could get less, but there you go. He says he wants the 4-pager.
Okay.
Oh, the the 2-page ones are $200. Which ones did you want to claim? The Zap Brannigan story?
Hold on a second.
Hold on. It's the same person. I want to make sure which ones he's claiming.
I may have something for him.
All right.
If you want to forego the Wheel of Deals, I will sell you all 3 of these for $600.
So for $600, you can get the 4-page story and the 2-page story and the other 2-page story. Or he can just pick out. I think what he wants is to get one of the 2-page stories and play Wheel of Deals. I don't know which 2-page story he wants, but once again, he's claimed something. I'm just trying to figure out what he's claimed, and he may be thinking right now, I'll just take them all for $600.
$600, no Wheel of Deals, or you can take the either the 2-page Zap story or the 2-page Leela story.
Yeah, we just need to know which one you want.
So your choice, buddy. Or the
2-page Zoidberg story or a 2-page Zap Brannigan.
Zap Brannigan, the 4 pages of Leela, correct?
Right.
So Zap or Zoidberg for $200 each, or Leela for $400, or all of them for $600.
But no Wheel of Deals. So it's up to you. Let us know which one you want to do.
No Wheel of Deals, no shipping, no processing. How about that? I'll throw a little bit extra in there for you, Who-Dat. $600 straight cash. Lucas,
I know the suspense.
Do I have anything I can play media wise? Here you go.
Da 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 da. Hey. Da 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 da. Hey. Da da.
Oh wait, since it's Futurama.
I'm sick of being critiqued by nitpicking nerds. I'm taking this to a comic book convention.
That's exactly what's going to happen if you don't buy it.
Yeah.
You nitpicking nerds. I'm going to take it to a comic book convention.
Oh my God. So, all right. So he said, not the Zap, the other 2-page. So the Zoidberg story.
Zoidberg.
Show it to him again, just to make sure we got the right one. That's the one. And if that's it, we're going to play the Wheel of Deals. So let's take a look. So that's the 2-page story that you want. Just give us a thumbs up, a yep, let's play, a something. Who-Dat.
Yep.
And we will start the game.
Oh, another one.
Yes, that's it. All right. Time for Wheel of Deals.
Oh, that wasn't right.
I know. I try to give you so much time.
I was right.
All right. We got to put them all back together. Here we go.
Reassemble this.
All right. First round, we're going to eliminate 3 of these. Shuffle up and let's get going. First one off the board is... Oh, the 50%er. That's looking good for Ken. All right. 50%'s off the board. That's all right.
That's all.
Listen, there's still 40, there's still 30, there's still 20. You got lots of discounts. All right. 2 more. Oh, 40's off the board. All right. Well, there's still 20 and 30. We're listen.
That's it. Hey, listen. The wheel sometimes is unforgiving.
Yes, the wheel giveth and the wheel taketh away. But 10%. All right. What is your offer, Ken? You have 20, 30, 3, 5, and no discount.
3. Oh, man. All right. 5%.
5 what? Wow. 5% is his offer. Who-Dat, take it or spin? What do you want to do? Take the offer or spin? That's $10 off. Or spin. He says spin it. We're moving on to round 2. Round 2.
Like I even.
Oh, you didn't even play the round 2 thing.
I'm tired of doing that nonsense.
Oop, 3%'s off the board. That's looking good for Who-Dat. All right.
All right.
All right. One more shuffle up and spin. Here we go. Oh, I think you're going to get a better offer this time. All right, Ken, 20, 30, and 5. What is your offer?
20%.
There you go, 20%. Or you could risk it all and go for the 30. What do you want to do? $40 off or try to get $60 off? But you may end up only with $10 off. Suspense.
That's the deal. No negotiation. I'm counting to 5, and then it's off the table.
%. Deal at 20% off. Nicely done. You get that beautiful story for $160. Congratulations, Hudat.
Is it going to be a deal?
Is there a deal?
I don't know. Is there?
Is the deal done?
The deal could be done. Is it done?
Show your cards.
Okay.
Show your cards. Flip them.
I'm all in.
Flip them.
All in. Flip them.
Flip your cards.
Okay. Full house.
Oh, 2 aces and 2 twos.
That's a deal.
It's a deal.
That means it's a deal. We're both winners tonight.
Love that.
Oh man.
Oh my God.
Well,
Nice.
Thank you.
Thank you guys. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. We got rid of some art. You guys picked up some great art. We had a good time. We're easing back into this, guys. We're going to try and do more and more of these shows. We're going to try and do more live shows with sketching. It's the middle of con season, so it's really hard. We know people are saving up for shows. We want to bring you guys the good stuff, and that's why we're here. And we want to, we just like hanging out. That's why we're here.
We do.
We've got lots of other stuff. Ken has, he's got a ton of stuff that we want to, we'd love to offer up a bunch of the Jim Shooter stuff that we have. It's just not the time yet, guys. It just isn't.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm so on the fence with the Shooter stuff. But I do want to. Listen, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you guys what I got, and I have a few of these. I have so many of them; it's hard not to do anything with it.
We're gonna.
So these prints. They're $50. They come with a Jim Shooter COA. I made Jim COAs. Do I have one around here somewhere? I don't know. Oh, here you go. So here's the Jim Shooter COA. Unsigned because Bacon didn't sign these. So Jim Shooter COA. So these are prints. They're signed by Shooter. They're $50. I'll take as many claims as anybody wants. You know what I mean?
You never got a chance to get something from Jim.
So
it's a great chance to get something.
Cover Marvel Age with Jim on it, signed by Jim, right there. All right.
So
these are 11 by 17s. I only have a handful of these. Secret Wars number 8, signed by Jim, right there at the bottom. 11 by 17. Dazzler number 1.
Right, the first direct-to-market comic ever.
Yeah, signed by Jim right there. And my personal favorite, the book that when I saw this on the shelf, I bought it.
Bob Layton, Jim Shooter signature on the Layton cover. Yeah.
Well, Jim wrote it, so, and he was editor in chief at the time.
Oh no, yeah, he was. He wrote the book.
This would be 100. These are canvases, and they are they're like the pencils of Secret Wars number 10, and they're signed by Jim down there, but they're also signed by John Beatty.
That's right.
Here on this side.
So they're signed by John and Jim.
So
$100 a piece. They're canvas.
Here's over here or over here, and then Jim's is down there. These are canvases. I've been meaning to put these on, like, get them, put on board. I just haven't had it, and I forgot all about them. And so I pulled out those, and I was like, don't I have those canvases somewhere? So yeah, these are 100, and these are really cool. If what I'm probably going to do with these, honestly, guys, is I had Steve Leidick one time color it. So I might get these colored by somebody, and then they're not going to be 100 anymore. But
Jason says he'll take one of the canvases, so we'll throw that in.
Okay.
Your stuff, Jason. So
my
thank
wife
you so much.
sent me a text saying, "Do I have flat feet?" No. But I do have a flat head, apparently. All right, Jason, thank you, buddy.
So yeah, one of those gone now. But yeah, when those are gone, they're gone. You never know. Listen, Zach probably will come back to do a handful of conventions, maybe one or two when the Secret Wars movie comes out in a couple of years. You can get the trifecta on it, you know.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I wouldn't count on that, but
I wouldn't either.
listen,
Zach seems to be, he dug into that, and he's not wavering.
he's happy where he is. Absolutely. All right, guys. Well, that's everything we've got. We want to thank everybody for joining us tonight. For everybody who saw Superman before us, good for you.
Sorry.
And hopefully it is everything I hope it's not, which is great. I mean, I hope it's great. I don't know.
I do too. I mean, we need good superhero movies.
Secret Wars. It's a Secret Wars 8.
Secret Wars 1.
Jim, it's Secret Wars 8.
Either 8 or the 10 canvas.
So yeah, if you want the Secret Wars, we have a canvas of issue 10. We have the first Black Spider-Man, which is Secret Wars 8. If you want either of those, it's 50 for the Secret Wars 8.
And I do have a Secret Wars 4. The
Secret Wars 4. That one too is only $50. Let us know which one you're referring to, and we will write you down for it. Jim Manley.
Then the only other thing I have by Jim is I have a Secret Wars big box set with all these books in it, and I that's mine. And I looked in it, and I on the what do they call that, the not the splash page or whatever they call that, the black page that they put between the books.
Mm-hmm.
Not only signed by Jim, but he drew a picture of Spider-Man on there for me.
Oh, that's nice.
And then there's one of them is the Thing, and I had Ron do a big picture of the Thing. So my goal was to take this around to different shows and get it signed and sketched by different artists, and I always forget. So maybe I'll get back onto that. There's
Secret Wars 8. Jim, you got it. Jim Manley. Let us know. I think you've gotten stuff from us before. If not,
yeah,
shoot us a message on Messenger to Ken Carson or me, Jeff Dunn, or you can email at 4ccomicart@gmail.com. And we can just give us your PayPal, and we'll send you an invoice.
Honestly, guys, I mean, those are the prices I sold those things for before Jim passed. So, I don't, at this point, I don't feel right doing anything else with it.
Yeah, we're not jacking the price up.
Yeah.
We know that some people missed getting stuff from him, so we wanted to offer him up. But there you go.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, that's everything that's fit to print. Thank you guys so much for coming out here tonight. It's always a pleasure to talk to the 4C family, and I'm glad
to get an artist next week. I'm going to work on that this week. Try to get a bunch of artists. I'm kind of feeling like I need to, not go so hard with the artists during the summer. Hit a little harder in the fall. So we'll just throw them in here and there.
Yeah. But thank you guys again so much, and we will see you all next Tuesday. And have a wonderful rest of your week, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys.
See you.